Alright guys, so here it is. It is now 4:45 a.m. I don't wake up this early because I'm too old, and we are about to go do something that I'm very fortunate to have the power to do 2 times, actually well 3 times this year, but 2 times for the same exact thing. And earlier you saw me buy my Performante Spider. I was super excited, but it was kind of local, so I could just go pick it up and drive home. But right now we are about to go buy another brand new car in another crazy color, and it's now in another state. So we're gonna document this whole thing here on video, the whole process from beginning to end. I'm about to fly to North Carolina, so it's just a quick 2-hour flight, but we're gonna drive back like 800 miles. So it's gonna be fun to get some experience in the car, and we're gonna do some crazy things on the way. So listen, I'm really fortunate to be in a position to be able to do this 2 times, buy 2 brand new supercars in 1 year. And I'm just really excited to be able to share that with you. But don't forget, this doesn't come as a result of like being on YouTube or anything. This comes as a result of working really hard year after year and being in a position now to enjoy that. So I don't want you to think that, oh, another YouTube guy buying a car. I have nothing to do with YouTube. I don't make $1 off YouTube. So we're gonna be doing this, and I'm just excited to share this car with you. So stay tuned and let's head to the airport. All right, let's go, people. We're about to go pick up this car. One step closer, we made it through what I call Afghani security. You know? And Afghani security is when they have like a poor people alert. So what happens is if you ain't got like nice watches or nice belts, it rings. But if you got like the nice APs and shit, it never rings. So like it could be like the biggest like piece of metal, it won't ring. But if you got like a cheap belt on, it like completely goes off. If you got a Ferragamo, it's good. If you got the APs, you're good. But if you got the cheap fake Rollies, it's ringing. So, you know, thank God we got through okay. But then, you know, last minute we got through pre-check real nice and easy. So one step closer to getting our car, guys. One step closer. All right, guys. So here we are. Now we're on the plane, and you see, look at this. This is a fucking table. Like, this isn't even a table. They like downgrade you to like the midget version of it. You can't even put a laptop. Like my watch is like the size of the table. It's like terrible. So that's why you don't fly Spirit unless you have to. This is an hour and 40-minute flight, so we are forced to be on this flight, or I've been forced to be on this flight to go straight. So efficiency over anything else, but this does not make sense, just so you know. This is the issue here, you see? This is the Afghani shit again. We are back with part 2. And then you know what we noticed outside of these tray tables here? They're like, you know, an inch long. We've also realized these are the mini version of the normal ones, and we also don't have the seats. So before we had the seats that would go back. But now we're in the lightweight version plane. This is like the Porsche, you know, GT3RS version of the plane. It's 5 days old, but there's nothing here. I don't mean TVs, I mean there is no seat. There's actually like the tiny things here. And they've really gone lightweight, trying to be aerodynamic, but you can't even lean back anymore, so it's all fucked. But you know, we're getting one step closer, only a couple of hours away from seeing the new baby. And I don't mean a kid, but yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out in the next 20 minutes. And yeah, I've figured out tougher things in my life. Anyways, all right, let's get this flight going. Guys, so here we are. We're about to go check out our new car, but listen, it's been an incredibly brutal flight with this dumb fucking kid in front that kept banging the little armrest. So now we're about to go inside. It's freezing here. We need to get out of here as fast as possible and go back to warm Florida climate and just really see what's going on. So come on in, guys. Let's see what's up. Let's see. Gotta have a lot of nice cars here too. I'm just gonna hang here for 1 second because it is cold outside. Look at this, guys. Perfect match to the Lambo Performante. Look at this, right there. Now there's gonna be two in the garage, right next to each other in the exact same color. This has to be my favorite blue of all time. I mean, you've seen it time. This is like the second Performante and now the third car in this Miami blue. Just one blue. We're gonna need to do the carbon pack on the front and side, the BBS wheels and everything in between, but you really don't get the full experience until you really look at it up close. It's just amazing. Just amazing. Just beautiful. Impossible to get in, that's the whole fun. We got blue seat belt, guys, blue seat belts. Perfect steering wheel. Absolutely fantastic. Now personally, you know, I think this is gonna be just fine. It needs a roll cage though, you can see that's missing. It needs a carbon roof, a roll cage, some carbon where the plastic is, which we can't stand at all, so that's gonna get fixed. But overall, what a beautiful looking car. Beautiful colors. I mean, obviously you guys know I'm a sucker for these colors. It's got the adaptive headlights. Let's take a look outside. So for those of you that don't necessarily know the GT3RS, these are the things you want to be having on this car if you are going to spec one. You want to have these, the adaptive headlights. You want to have they're black on the inside. That's how you can tell there's that specific model. You want to have the Porsche ceramic brakes, which are the yellow ceramics right here. You absolutely want this for a resale standpoint. You want to have the lift feature, which lifts the car and is super important. And of course, you want to have a good color that's helpful, but you also want to have these buckets. And the buckets is where it's at because that's where the dollar's at in the long term. So again, you can see the carbon, but it's not about the carbon. It's just the fact that you have the race seats. Not as comfortable at first as the regular seats, but of course, much better option. So try to imagine in your head when you actually put a yellow cage in the back to really offset the color a lot. And there you have it. You have one of the best looking color combinations, and that's how you get a GT3RS if you're going to be buying one. All right, guys, so listen, I was about to pick up that GT3RS, but then all of a sudden, this thing catches my attention. Take a look at the perfection this is right here. Unfortunately, someone beat me to it and picked it up first. This is a Weissach GT3RS in chalk. This is like so good. Like I have to contain my pants and they're not even white. So I mean, look at this. This is crazy. It's got the old wheels. It's got the extended leather pack. The buckets, of course, it has all the right things, and it is with the Weissach, which is the one thing I wanted on the fucking Miami blue, which is the carbon. But no, you know, it's not that important because ours is going to end up becoming carbon anyways, but it's just such a cool feature, and it really accentuates the fuck you effect of the car. I mean, this is unbelievable. We missed it, unfortunately, so we're stuck with a Miami blue GT3RS. Boo. Bummer, right? Nah, just joking. It's gonna look great next to the Performante. But anyways, guys, I gotta go sign some paperwork now so we can get on the road driving and see if we can survive this snow on the way back. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting road trip. All right, let's go. All right, guys, here we go. Now we're signing our life away, and after this, we're getting to drive the GT3RS back home. So there you have it. It's now one more car in the collection next to the Bentley GT3R, the Performante Spider in the same color, which that's going to be really cool, the Ferrari F12, the G-Wagons, and remember, in March, we have the new 600 LT coming in the exact same color. So now it's going to be 3 epic exotics next to each other in the exact same color. And on top of that, then we have 2 new G63s coming, so look out for that very soon too. So where do I sign my life away on this one?
Yeah, right there.
At the bottom? All right. And there you have it, guys. It's official. So I'll catch you guys outside, and we're going to go for a drive in a moment, okay? All right, guys, so we're about to now undertake our long road trip, but I wanted to first off say thank you to Justin for hooking this up. Listen, if you're in the market for a car, you need to talk to this guy, especially a Porsche. Down here in Greensboro, North Carolina, they're at Foreign Cars Italia, and they have an amazing selection. I mean, just show people this. This is the same chalk GT3 that was here that I missed. You should have told me that, but somehow,
I tried.
somehow I'm not good enough, guys. But no, just joking. But listen, these guys are great. They've been very accommodating, very cool. And if you're looking for a Porsche, definitely I recommend Justin personally. So just definitely give him a buzz, and then just come see him, and he'll take care of you. But thanks again, brother.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for the gifts. I don't know where I think it fits in the trunk, but it doesn't have a back seat, so we'll make room. So really cool, you know, the umbrella, the mugs, and everything else. So it'll be an interesting road trip, guys. And I'm going to show you in just a moment how to actually clear bra a car the Afghan way. I know that sounds like fucked up, but it's going to be completely clear brawed in a way you've never seen before. This is how we did shit back in Afghanistan during the war, and I'm just joking. It's just gonna be like an interesting trick for those of you that go on road trip with your cars. So guys, stay tuned, and let me show you that really cool trick in a second. All right, guys, so we found something. Tape. This is the Afghan way to clear bra a car, or put tape in front of your girlfriend's mouth when she's being too loud, and you're gonna do evil things to her. So either ways, we have blue tape. So now let's go use this Afghani way to clear bra tape. So let me show you some tricks. First off, we know for a fact that the car is probably going to get a ton of rock chips, and it doesn't have a clear bra yet. So one piece at a time, you're going to pretty much, see, you're going to little painter's tape, and don't use duct tape, by the way. I call it duct tape, but we use painter's tape because it doesn't actually damage the paint. And you want to do this all throughout. See, you want to hit all of these and make sure it's steady on there. Just like that. And you're gonna, I'm not gonna make you watch me do this, even though some of you are like probably laughing at home like, I wanna watch this guy suffer, he's gay, I don't like him, he wears white pants all the time, he makes fun of us, you know, and he calls us internet trolls that sit at home and don't do anything. He doesn't know we're really 16-year-old internet trolls that don't do anything. He's just insulting us without knowing the truth. I know, it hurts. If your heart's breaking right now, it's okay. Don't feel bad. Really, don't feel bad. Just take a moment, step back from your computer, take your dick out of your hand, and think, this could be you making fun of the other people on the other side of the computer. And all you would have to do is actually go work. Working works. When you work and you don't troll people, you tend to make money. Money buys things. You should try it, it's really good. And there's always that guy on YouTube that has the comment in the comments, you know, I own 45 cars, no one's ever heard of me, but I'm just telling you, I've owned everything and anything under the block. My expert opinion here is this guy's full of shit. Yeah, the key word there was no one's heard of you. So we should put this on your mouth, you know? And bad things happen to people with things like that on their mouth. But anyway, so we're gonna keep going. And sorry, I get on these rants because the trolls bother me. So we keep going throughout mainly the entire front bumper. We want to hit all of this around the hood too, most of that. We want to hit this, I would say from here, you want to hit the top of the windshield all the way down to this. You want to hit your mirrors, and I'm putting these tapes for you to see like kind of where we want to wrap the car in general to prevent it from getting damaged. And of course on the side here, I want you to see this, come over here. You want to hit all of this, because this is a big part. People forget to clear bra a lot on the cars, but this is really important. You want to hit all of this here around the edges. And again, I know your car looks like shit, but if you're going to do this for a road trip, it's really important so that before the car is clear bra, it doesn't get damaged, because the paint cost isn't bad, but the fact that the car is repainted then devalues it. So, and then you want to keep going. You see, this has this is the big mistake people make. This has the little clear here, and they usually go, well, that's already covered. Nope. Cover it anyways, because it's not going to damage it and it's going to make sense. And the other thing you want to do too, which a lot of people forget to do, is you want to do your doors here. You want to do all the doors. And the reason you want to do the doors is because you want to do all the doors like this, because you don't want as you open doors, as you go places, as you slam things or not, because you might be tired of your trip, you don't want to worry and not pay attention. So that's what we do to make sure nothing happens here, to make sure there's no little rock chips or anything. So we go all in like that. Here, you gotta redo it good so you can get right around the edges. Okay, there you go. Perfect. So you do that. I don't know what this is. This is bizarre. There's bizarre stuff here. Anyways, I don't know what that was, but okay. So you do that. That's okay. And you can get around, so obviously this doesn't get stuck or annoying or anything. There you go. So the handle's not altered. There you go. So we're gonna hit that, and then come on this side. And you also want to hit these around the edges here. I'm just showing you as a marker. And finally, once that's all done, so you'll of course do both sides. The last piece you want to that's forgotten a lot, that people again in most cases tend to ignore, actually is right here. So if you actually see the way the aerodynamics of the car are, these parts here end up getting butchered too, so I like to cover them as well. So if you want to give people like a quick turnaround of the car and show them all of the places here that I put a sticker, you want to duplicate that on both sides. That's how you're going to stay safe with making sure there are no rock chips or anything hitting your car at any point. And then, you know, for those of you, if you're not driving at night, don't do this if you're driving at night, but I like to cover the entire headlight except for, of course, the middle. But I even want to cover this if it's during the day, because I don't want these to get hit either. So this is just a good way to be extra cautious of making sure nothing happens, you know, to the car as you're driving it. But anyhow, so that's it for our thing. Now we're gonna get ready for our road trip. So hopefully you guys are ready to have some fun on the road together. All right, guys, here we go. We are driving now to load this bad boy so we can actually get out of here. That's right, last minute, too much rain, and I decided, you know what? I cannot do this, so we are not doing this. So we are deciding now that this is the way we're gonna go.